Hi, Caleb with Brownells here. It's warming up outside and it's time to get back to the range. Now, of course, any range trip, you need a proper range bag. So you don't want to be that guy that shows up to the range with all his ear pro, eye pro, ammo, magazines in a plastic bag. Don't be that guy. Get a good range bag. There's plenty of good brands out there. Today I'm going to be going through the Brownells one and what I keep in my range bag. So if you follow these steps right here, you'll have the best range bag in the parsec. Let's get started. In any range bag, you should have a good gun oil. If you know me from any of my previous videos, you know I prefer the Rand CLP. Yes, you should have your firearm lubricated before you get to the range, but if you're shooting on a hot day, you're shooting a lot of rounds, you're having some malfunctions for whatever reason, it's good to have a good gun oil on hand. Moving on from there, you should have a good basic cleaning kit. This is the Otis one here. Doesn't have to be the Otis. Any basic kit will work just fine. Yes, you should definitely show up to the range with your firearm already clean. But of course, same thing with the oil. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Next up, we have a squib rod. Of course, this is going to change depending on what type of firearm you're using, what caliber you're using. But again, whether you're shooting reloads or factory ammunition, squibs can happen. It's good to have this as well. And the last cleaning tool we have is just a basic rod. Since we're using this Otis kit, we need a good solid cleaning rod as well. Whether you need to punch a bore or clean out a chamber, this will take care of that. Now let's get into some tools. Now of course the tools you're going to have are going to change with the type of firearm you carry in, what you have on that firearm. Specifically what you need the tools for, whether it be an optic, tightening grip screws, different things like that. So first off, we have your standard mallet. Doesn't have to be this one, can be smaller, can be larger. This is mainly going to go with that squib rod, but we can use it for other things as well. A good basic screwdriver. This is going to save you as far as adjusting optics, tightening optics, different things like that. Because whatever can go wrong probably will, and it's good to be able to correct it. Here we have the Brownells Magna-Tip screwdriver, and this is the one with the removable rear on it, so we can store some extra bits in there. So of course check all your bits before you head out to the range, make sure they fit your firearm, and you'll be good to go from there. Doesn't have to be this screwdriver, but a good screwdriver kit is a must. Sticking with the theme of that, we have a basic Allen wrench set. For the same exact reasons of the screwdriver, this is good to have on hand. That's it for the tools. Let's move into some PPE, or personal protective equipment. Of course we have Ear Pro and we have Eye Pro. Both of these are essential, and I actually carry an extra set because a long time ago at a range far away, I showed up with some shooting buddies and one of them did not have their proper PPE, so this saved a range trip. It's always good to have that on hand. A good lens wipe for your optics, of course, especially if you're shooting out in the range or you get a smudge of oil or anything like that on your lens. It's good to be able to wipe it off. We have a speed loader. So yes, I highly recommend showing up to the range with your magazines already loaded. But if you're like me, you're going to be doing a lot of shooting, and this is going to save you a bit of time on those reloads. Moving on to your main compartments, what you should have in there. This is primarily going to be used for firearms, magazines, and ammunition. So that's all I keep in the main compartment, and that is it for the basic range bag setup. Of course, you can add some. You can take away some, but be very careful as far as what you take away. If you're driving up to the range, getting out the truck or car or whatever, going straight to the range itself, doesn't matter how much you have. If you're going to be packing this stuff a bit, doing a little bit of hiking or anything like that, you definitely want to downgrade a bit and go a little lighter weight. So yeah, that's it for that. If you have any additions, any comments, anything like that, be sure to post it down below. If you have any questions, give us a call on the tech line. We'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.